Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old lady. She was very old, with silver hair and a face full of gentle wrinkles, but her eyes were bright and filled with kindness. Everyone in the village loved her because she was always happy, even when life was hard. She lived alone in a small house near a large banyan tree. She had no children, and her husband had passed away many years ago. Yet she never complained. Every day she would sit under the tree, talk to people, and always smile. Life in the village was not easy. Some people were farmers, some were carpenters, and others worked in the small market. Sometimes the rain did not come, and the crops dried up. Sometimes people fell ill and could not work. Worry and sadness were common among the villagers. One day, a young woman named Meera came to the old lady. She was crying, her face full of fear and worry. "I don't know what to do," Meera said. "My husband has gone to the city to find work, but he hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry, and I am scared." The old lady looked at her gently and smiled. "Sit down, my child," she said. "Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Meera wiped her tears. "I don't know. I feel that bad things will happen. What if my husband cannot find work? What if he forgets about us?" The old lady shook her head softly. "When we think bad thoughts, our pain grows," she said. "But when we think good thoughts, our heart becomes lighter, and sometimes good things begin to happen." Meera asked, "But how can I think good thoughts when everything feels so bad?" The old lady smiled again. "Let me tell you a story." Meera listened carefully. Once there was a poor man who had nothing, no food, no money, and no family. He sat beside a river and cried. An old woman came to him and asked why he was crying. He said, "I have nothing. How can I be happy?" The woman smiled and said, "You have the river, you have the trees, and you have the sun. Look around you. Life and beauty are everywhere. If you think only about what you don't have, you will always be sad. But if you think about what you do have, you will find peace." The man listened. Slowly, he stopped crying. He began to notice the good things around him, and from that day, his life began to change. The old lady looked at Meera and said, "You see, my dear, the man's life did not change because of magic. It changed because he changed his thinking. When we think positively, our heart becomes strong, and we face problems better." Meera thought for a moment and asked, "Can my thinking really change my life?" The old lady nodded gently. "Yes. If you wake up every morning and tell yourself, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find the strength to care for your children and wait for your husband with hope. But if you only think about what might go wrong, you will feel weak and afraid." Meera nodded slowly. "I understand. I will try to think good thoughts." "That is the first step, my child," the old lady said. Meera left the house with a lighter heart. Every day she remembered those words. Each morning she said to herself, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard, took care of her children, and prayed with hope. A few weeks later, Meera received a letter from her husband. He had found a job in the city and was sending money home. Overjoyed, she ran to the old lady to share the news. The old lady smiled and said, "You see, my dear, when we think positively, we invite good things into our life. Problems will always come, but when we face them with hope, we can overcome them. Soon, other villagers began to visit the old lady. They shared their worries, and she gave them the same simple advice. Think good thoughts, and good will follow. The villagers loved her even more, for her words had changed their lives. She had taught them the true power of positive thinking. Life does not change first, your thinking does. When fear fills the mind, problems appear larger and more painful than they truly are. Hope, even in difficult times, gives inner strength and calm. Positive thoughts prepare the heart to face challenges with courage. When the mind grows strong, life gradually begins to change. Patience and faith help us endure uncertainty. With a hopeful heart, even the hardest days become easier to face.